What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again. I don't know if you've noticed, but behind me in my past few videos there's been a green screen, and that's because I'm too lazy to unclip the green screen from the background. So I hope my hubby has fun finding something to put behind me. That's not a whale, okay? My husband keeps putting whales behind me like that's funny, and it's not. Anyways, we are here for r/AskReddit. We haven't done an AskReddit in a really long time, so I'm excited to see what people's responses are to this. And let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1.
You're given one superpower. However, if anyone finds out, you instantly die. What's your superpower and why?
Okay.
When I die, I simply respawn, keeping all my knowledge, etc.
Oh, that's fucking
cool.
cool.
No matter if anybody finds out about my power, I don't care. New game plus. Won't you be stuck in an infinite death loop? If someone found out, you might want to do it like Kenny so no never remembers that you died.
Oh, okay.
The ability to pull an on-counterfeit $20 out of my pocket every time I reached in it. Super inconspicuous power to have, but all I gotta do for essentially infinite money is just reach in my pocket over and over again. Power works every time, regardless of if the first $20 is removed. So I could just casually reach in and out without removing anything, but a new $20 would appear every time.
Love that.
So by the end of the day I could pull a few $100s out of my pants. Every single day.
I feel that.
You have to have one hell of a laundering scheme. Edit. Obviously you don't need to think of any laundering scheme, but to make the most of an unlimited supply of cash, you'd want a less fishy way to pull in $20 per second. Just go to a casino and keep playing till you win big.
Right.
No issues with the extra cash in your account then. Able to see 15 seconds into the future. Would bet money on roulette every time I need money and get duck out tagger. No one suspects, but I have money whenever I need.
That James Franco show? That James Franco show where he like tries to stop JFK's assassination or what the fuck ever? That shows you the dangers of gambling when you can see into the future. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Casinos will ban you. Casinos will just think you're cheating and just ban you. Don't do that shit.
You just make it a few hours and play the lottery. The ability to gain someone's technical knowledge by shaking their hand. Want to know how to fix cars? Shake a few master mechanics' hands. Joke's on you when you find out no one knows what they're doing and everyone is just making it up as
right, you just have a bunch of fucking useless knowledge on your hands. Now you can't be shaking nobody's hand because you just get a bunch of useless fucking shit. Hell no.
Until you shake hands with a random co-worker and suddenly know exactly how to get away with being a serial killer.
Ooh.
Visit CERN.
Ooh.
Become supervillain. Shake a pornster's hand and you'll learn things you've never wanted to know.
Ha.
I'm immortal, but my appearance also gradually changes, so people won't recognize me from pictures and paintings over time. Edit. Yes, like Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
The best kind of immortality would be you would age normally until exactly 90 years old, then revert back to early 20s or late teens. You would just have to make sure you mysteriously disappear every time you hit 90. I like this one cause would likely work for long enough that you wouldn't mind getting caught. Sometimes you just want that sweet embrace of death. To read minds. I'd make a lot of money playing poker and everyone would just think I'm good, and you'd just have to intentionally lose every now and again. Except, everyone got the same offer. Now everyone who can read mind is dead, because they read each other's minds.
Oh lord, y'all fucking this up for people.
Having a pocket universe empty of people, and out of sync with the universe's time. Nothing ages and, no matter how long you spend there, it's an instant of normal time that I can enter at any time and leave at any place. People would assume it would be teleportation, and since I'd never bring anyone into it, nobody would ever find out. Oh, unique strategy. Disguise your power as another power.
I like that a lot.
This would make for an interesting writing prompt. If I had a pocket universe, I'd have a burning internal conflict on how long to spend in my pocket universe. Your time is infinite in there, but since there are no people, it's unfulfilling to stay there long. Then when you're in the real world, everything seems to go by so fast because of all the time spent in the pocket universe.
Okay.
I'd pop in the real world, but be overwhelmed and go back to the pocket universe often. Choosing when to revert back and forth would be troubling, but it'd make for a good story if someone took the time to write one.
So my question is, can you bring other people into your pocket universe? Oh no, because then they'll find out and then you'll die. Got it.
So it's Kenny from Naruto. Yes, yes, yes. You could put your biology book in there when you're writing a test, because it's instant, nobody will notice. I'm not telling you. Luck isn't a superpower. It's not very cinematic. Yes it is. Power of no you. If someone hurts me physically or mentally, I say no you. And it happens to them.
Oh no.
You stabbed me. No you.
Oh no.
If I squeeze my left pinky, whoever I'm looking at orgasms. I'm blaming last night's poor performance on you. I would abuse that power so hard. Officer, did you know how fast you were going up? Never mind. Commentator, Messi is about to score to win the World Cup. What is he doing? Oh god, is he doing what I think he's doing? News anchor, on a world leader trip this afternoon, Donald Trump ejaculated mid-speech, followed by Vladimir Putin.
What?
Who else just squeezed their left pinky?
Fucking
able to influence
stupid.
the odds of anything. What's the likelihood there will be $1 million in my room when I get home? Oh, I don't know, maybe 100%. What's the likelihood anyone will ever figure out my power and cause my death? Oh, let's set that at 0%.
Okay.
What's the likelihood anyone will ever figure out my power and cause my death? Oh, let's set that at 0%. The easiest way for the universe to do that would be to give you a sudden heart attack. So, you would like to be Ron Jesus himself.
Ha.
The ability to master any skill instantly, be that a language or a musical
instrument. Jesus is a great fucking name. That's fucking hilarious.
Etc. You just have to pretend you learned quickly and pretend to pick the skill up over a month or so. This would be great until one day you're chilling in a bar showing off your language skills and a buddy goes, man, you pick up stuff so fast, it's almost like that's your superpower. And then you key later. Bingo, best superpower ever. To fall asleep instantly when I want. I sleep alone, so easy to hide. And because I want to sleep, but can't put down my phone, I have to wake up at 5. Duck, I wish I had this power. Why you gotta do this to me? To teleport when people aren't aware of me. You can't fast travel when enemies are nearby.
I like that.
Reminds me of Invisible Boy from Mystery Men. He can only turn invisible when no one is looking at him. As long as the caveat is they know you have a superpower, not just some teenager that's annoyed you beat them at poker. They must be cheating. I bet they can read my mind. Yeah. Finding out and making wild accusations is a totally different
Agreed.
Thing. I'd choose true immortality. Then I'd prove it to people. Just to see if nature could handle the paradox. I create extreme apathy in everyone. Nothing I do matters. I could have sex with the Queen on live TV, while kids are decapitated behind us, and the world would collectively go, man, I can get away with anything. I'll never get credit for anything though. I could walk right up and kick him, NK, in his balls. People would just go about their day. I could stroll into Fort Knox and slowly load up all the gold. Nobody would care. I'm now an invisible king. Allowed to do whatever I want, whenever I want to, but nobody cares. Man,
okay.
They asked for a superpower, not an autobiography.
Ha.
Congratulations. You now live in the most boring universe. Noon will ever be your friend again. Because they don't care about you, nor eating. In fact, everyone dies of thirst. Power stops working, because people didn't show up to work, and food stops being delivered. You are now alone in the world, going up to dogs and saying, hey, look at me having fun. The dog just smiles back at you, because it doesn't know the horrors you are responsible for. You ponder the meaning of life. You laugh to yourself. Anything with the ability is clearly the way to go here.
Right.
You could disguise a whole lot of super strength, as long as you were already a huge mother ducker. Anybody gets suspicious, and it's like, of course he can lift a car. Have you seen the side of that ducker? Flashy powers like flight, or shooting laser beams are out, but shape-shifting would be easy. You can even get away with using it in public, as long as nobody saw the original form. They'll be seeing somebody shift, but never be able to know who, or at the size of you. Immortality.
I like that.
As long as there is someone else in the world, I've got a kill switch. Edit. Everyone saying people will see how I haven't aged and say I'm immortal. It's a good point. but I would just tell people that I have the ability to live up to 500 years old.
Oh,
They'll
okay.
be dead by the time I'm 600 anyway.
True fact.
Earth is wiped out, but you of course survive. Over the eons you start searching the universe for intelligent life. Eventually you create life in your image, just to have someone that can kill you. But you change your mind, wanting to foster your progeny. Then they start worshipping you as an immortal god, and you die. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. That power would be pretty cool. This would be my choice. Setting up a time loop to revert back to a specific point would be bomb. And there wouldn't really be a way for anybody to prove anything or accurate.
I don't know what that's a reference to. Let's see if I could have any superpower. Even though healing and stuff would be really nice, I feel like that's out just because it's so easy for people to notice. Look, if I'm gonna be a basic bitch, I want the superpower to do this and my hair and makeup is instantly done the way I want it to be done. And don't nobody have to know because my husband doesn't pay attention to me when I'm doing my makeup and shit. Auntie who's in. And I mean, I could always just do it, like if I'm in a situation where that needs to be done. Like, that's my basic bitch superpower. Like, every time I snap my fingers, I don't need to be switching up my look, you feel me? But when I'm like, oh, I want to switch my look and this and this and this is what I want, instant Jackie Aina. Auntie Husin, let me know what your superpower would be down below. Remember, you cannot be discovered or you're dead. Peace out, Ho Biscuits. It's getting lit.